So, good morning students. Today we are going to start a new subject altogether. The subject's name is Human Resource Management. So, in the class we will be discussing about different areas of human resource management. But before we go into the details of HRM, which is, in short, it is called HRM, the expanded form is Human Resource Management. Let me introduce this subject. You know, there is a great saying which says that organizations are built and broken not by other resources, but by the men. Therefore, human resource management is all the more important. In organization, the talents, the aptitudes, the skills, the knowledge, the creative abilities of the people and their sum total together contributes towards the human resources of the organization. This term has been coined of late. If you trace the history of management and different specialization domains, we see that this particular specialization took its prominence in the later half of the 19th century. And now it is gaining its prominence, and in the days to come, human resource management perhaps will attain and occupy the center stage of all management areas. There is a great quote by Jusius that says that human factors refer to a whole consisting of interrelated, interdependent and interacting psychological, sociological and ethical components. We find here three different components. One is the psychological, second is the sociological, and third one is the ethical components. When these three components are mixed or taken together, we make a whole human resource for our organization. In the present era, in the 21st century, we are developing in all spheres of human activity and human endeavors by leaps and bounds. Who is contributing towards this? It is the human resources. You may have any amount of quantity of materials, any plentiful of, capital, machines, land, buildings, etc. But if you do not have the human resources, then you won't be able to utilize those resources optimally and attain organizational objectives. Therefore, it is important that we understand how human resource management can be done in the best possible way in organizations. Human resource management can be viewed from two different angles. If we take the view from the macro perspectives, it is the human resource management from the national viewpoint. When such a management is seen in the industrial context, then we say that it is the HR of a specific industry or a particular organization. The HR attributes here, as mentioned, are the knowledge, skills, creative abilities, talents and aptitudes. लेकिन इसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या है वो हम अभी देखेंगे. अगर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स देखा जाएगा तो आप देखोगे कि बायोलॉजिकल it is the sum total, it is actually the biological inheritance, the parental lineage that we have, the society we belong to, the mental makeup or the setup that we have in us, and several other factors contributes towards our biological inheritance. Similarly, when we talk about the heterogeneity, we find that different type of people from different economic strata, from different demographies, from different educational backgrounds, they come together and join the organization. So it is a heterogeneous mix. The third one is, it's a very dynamic in nature. One cannot predict the human resources very easily because every individual human being is distinctly different from that of the another person. So managing human resources becomes crucial and optimally utilizes human other resources. It is actually the human resources which can effectively utilize all other resources and can attain organizational objectives. Human resources have the unlimited potential to develop. If given right direction, if the congenial atmosphere is created within the organization, then the organization can reap the benefits from its efficient human resources. Next comes are the features. The features of the human resources, rather human resource management. Human resource management is people oriented. It's all about the people of the organization. It is also action oriented, task oriented. The job that we are required to accomplish in the organization and how our individual job matches with that of the organizational's whole job and we achieve organizational objective. It is also individual oriented. Individual gets the prominence here. It is always development oriented. As you develop human resources, your organization is automatically developed. It is a comprehensive function. It takes into account all departments, all sections of people in an organization. It is a pervasive function. That means it permeates, it delves into other functions as well. It is also a challenging function because of its very dynamic nature. It is a staff function because it extends staff services or advisory services to other specialization areas, specialization domains. It is interdisciplinary. Many disciplines, they come together and make this human resource management, like psychology, sociology, history, anthropology, social sciences, mathematics, statistics. So that's why we can say that it is also a science as well as art. And it is actually like the nervous system of our body. It is not a distinct entity, rather it is inherent in the all systems and subsystems of an organization. And it is relatively a young discipline, as I said in the beginning of my class, that human resource management has come into the prominence in the later half of 19th century. Now, when we talk about the objectives, क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स इसके ज़रिए फुलफिल होते हैं, अगर उसके प्रति हम एक नज़र रखेंगे तो देखेंगे कि ये क्या क्या गोल्स अटेन करते हैं. पहला ऐसा है अटेनमेंट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल्स. Whatever be the organizational goal is, it is to be accomplished by the human resources of the organization. But in doing so, what it does is takes into account all other resources and optimally utilizes those resources. It makes an effective use of knowledge and skills. Better human resources in the organization, if prepared, then it enhances job satisfaction. So, job satisfaction can be achieved through good human resources of the organization. So, our objective of the HRM must be to enhance job satisfaction to the utmost extent possible. Only then the organization can attain its objectives. Its another objective is to establish a productive workforce. It improves the morale of the employee. It integrates all the people across the organization. It facilitates change in the organization. Change management is best accomplished by efficient functioning of human resource management in the organization, and all such activities, whatever be the HR policies, whatever be the HR plans, there has to be an ethical component in it. So, maintain ethics is yet another important objective of HRM. Now, in the next part, when we join certain organization as an HR manager, what roles do you discharge? There are many roles, but out of the many roles, these 7 roles which I have noted down here on the board are of great importance. पहला ऐसा रोल है कि एक स्पेशलिस्ट है, इनके पास वो नॉलेज है, वो स्किल्स है जो इस पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन को डिस्चार्ज करने का काम आता है. यानी कि HR का जो फंक्शंस है उसके बारे में वाकिफ होना और उसको सही तरीक़े से अप्लाई करना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, ये एक स्पेशलिस्ट का काम है. तो ये काम HR मैनेजर बाखूबी निभाते हैं. नेक्स्ट है, अगर कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ गया तो फायर फाइटर बोलते हैं उसको, यानी कि ट्रबल शूटर. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर कोई इंडस्ट्रियल रिलेशंस रिलेटेड इश्यूज आ गया, कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट मैनेजमेंट हो गया, या तो कोई कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग में मैनेजर्स और ट्रेड यूनियन लीडर्स हिस्सा ले रहे हैं ताकि एक अच्छा नेगोशिएशन हो पाए और फिर अच्छी तरह से एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बन पाए, तो उसमें इनका रोल बहुत ही अहम है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर चेंज लाना है, क्योंकि कई सारे फैक्टर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबल है ये चेंज के लिए. आप देखिए, बहुत फास्ट टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस हो रहा है. Legislative changes are also taking place at a very, very faster pace. There is a change in the economy. There is a change in the environment. So, lot of changes are taking place. And in order to keep pace with these changing situations, we need to bring about change or changes in the organization. And HR manager acts as a change agent. Meticulously they studied all these factors and they infuse changes in a way so that there is less resistance to change, or sometimes even no resistance to change. It's a great liaison man. It maintains interpersonal relationship among all other departments, divisions, plants, and the people. So it acts as a liaison man. It's an information storehouse at the same time. Whenever you need any data pertaining to the HR of the organization, you can get all those personal data from the HR department. Whenever any important decision is to be taken regarding the promotion, regarding transfer, regarding training, regarding development, etc., you can get the data from the HR department. So HR manager acts as a information source. It also keeps the house in order by implementing health, welfare and safety provisions. Therefore, we call them as housekeeper. And finally, it also acts as a system of check and balance by exercising control over actions of the people. And that's why HR manager are also called as controller. So these are the role of HR manager. शायद अच्छी तरह से आपको समझ में आ गया. अगर फिर भी कोई क्वेश्चन आपके मन में उभर के आया तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. So to sum up today's lecture, what we have studied today is just we have introduced HR, then we have come to know different HR attributes, characteristics, features, objectives and role of HR manager. आज के जो क्लास हुए हैं इसमें ये सारे चीज़ मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस किया. अभी अगले वीडियो में आपके साथ HR का फंक्शंस जो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि एक इंडस्ट्री में HR कौन सा फंक्शंस निभाते हैं, परफॉर्म करते हैं, उसके लिए हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो जल्दी लेके आ रहे हैं. सो इट विल बी ऑन फंक्शंस ऑफ HRM.